Is anybody really dumb enough to think it's just a big coincidence that as our world goes to crap, as we're on the verge of all out war, as our cities are overrun with crime, as we forget basic science, as experimental medications are forced on us, as the freedom of speech is slowly ripped away from us, as society collapses, is anyone dumb enough to think it's a big coincidence that all of a sudden the world's elites have gained this sudden interest to build rocket ships, almost as if they want to escape planet Earth? Some are even coming up with ideas of starting colonies on Mars. And the elites who aren't building rocket ships to escape, they're digging deep tunnels underground, spending billions of dollars on high-end underground bunkers that can survive just about whatever. It's almost as if all of the elites already know, or if at least they agree that something major is going to happen, something catastrophic, something not necessarily world-ending, but at the very least world-changing. The only disagreement they may have is how to escape this catastrophic event. Some may think that escaping planet Earth on their little rocket ships is the only way out, while others think that they could survive underground. And as we watch these filthy, rich, scummy billionaires scramble and panic to build rocket ships to escape the world in which they molded, as we watch them dig these underground bunkers so they can stay safe in a world that they made more dangerous, those of us who are paying attention, those of us who are spiritually in tune and in tune with the world, we have no choice but to sit here with a helpless feeling, watching as this overwhelming feeling that something is just going to happen at any moment just I don't want to say consumes us, but it's like a hanging rain cloud over our heads. When you look at society, it just looks like a bubble that's ready to burst. And yeah, there's a little bit of fun going on in that bubble. You've got your little fun moments, but you know as you watch that bubble wiggle around and you watch it shine and you watch the lights gleam off of it from the sun, you know that it's going to burst at any moment. That's what our modern day society feels like. But possibly the worst part of it all is that now it's not like they're even trying to keep it a secret. It's like their last little FU. The last little thing they can do to rub things in your face before the world just goes to complete ish. Their last little, oh, I'm better than you tactic is just to let you know, hey, we're spending billions of dollars. We're shooting ourselves into space. Look at us as we float around in our spaceships. Mark Zuckerberg's in Hawaii laughing as the island burns and everyone that was, native to the land are all forced out of their houses as he spends billions of dollars building bunkers underneath where their homes once were. It's like their last little FU to the common people. Yeah, we know the world's going to ish. We helped fund the politicians that created this atmosphere to where America could collapse. And as it collapses, we're going to be okay in our underground bunkers. We're going to be okay on Mars or wherever the hell we think we're going in our little rocket ships. These elites used to keep what they were doing under wraps, but now they're bold enough to just go ahead and let you know what they're doing right out there in the open. These are little conversations you would see on chat boards, on, various pockets and corners of the internet. Now, right here on the news, on the mainstream media, they're touring. these billionaires' freaking bunkers as they get ready for the world to end. Let's go ahead and check it out.
Trust Brian Enton to find underground refuge if the zombie apocalypse or nuclear war or alien invasion comes upon us. You have found the most deluxe bunker cribs the world has to offer in Indiana?
We have. We're going to take you inside, Ashley. We don't have a ton of time. We're in the middle of Indiana. We agreed not to say where we are, but I want to quickly try to get you downstairs so you can see what this is like, Ashley, because it's pretty insane. There's basically this little building on top of the ground. You never know what it is, but you come inside here, and again, we're going to try to walk fast. Forgive, I'm sorry, Mo. Hopefully we'll make it down the stairs here. Come down deep under the ground here, Ashley, into the bunker. Around the corner. I gotta get this door open fast, which I wasn't planning on. It's like a big nuclear-proof bomb blast door. You open and you would never know it. Come inside. This is the little security room. You come around the corner here.
I already have claustrophobia.
Nice bathroom here, Ashley. These are my bunker friends who I met here. Everybody's hanging out. I just lost you on the IFB, so I'm going to make this quick. This is the living area here. We just had pizza down here in the bunker. We're going to have more for you tomorrow. And this is the little room that I'm going to be sleeping in. So I can't hear you, Ashley, but this is where I'm going to end up. And we'll have more for you tomorrow from the bunker, Ashley.
Oh, man, I can't wait because I love these kinds of bunkers. I can tell our audience, Brian, that this is called the cruise ship. It sleeps 80 people, 10,000 square feet. You have to have a boatload of money in order to get yourself one of these things. Brian's going to have all the details. He's going to survive the night. He's going to sleep. I was getting agita just going down that far underground.
The craziest part about this all is not the bunkers. It's not the rocket ships that they're creating to blast off into space. The craziest part is that if I or if you were to bring this up in a conversation, if me or you were to talk to the average person about this, they would look at us like we were crazy. They would label us conspiracy theorists. They would act like we were lying, like we were some brainwashed weirdo that had no idea what we were talking about. Meanwhile, you saw it yourself. Right on national news, right on the mainstream media, for the world to see. They're out here showing off their bunkers. Billionaires, elites are showing off their bunkers as they get ready for what they think is going to be something major. But if I talk about it, or if you talk about it, we're conspiracy theorists. They can show off their bunkers, but we have to pretend like it's not going on. Because the average person is already too dumbed down. The average person isn't paying attention, and not only are they not paying attention, they're so set in their ways that they're set up in their mind to believe that everyone's got this crazy conspiracy instead of looking into things themselves. But that's where we're at right now, in a very dangerous place. It used to be like we were playing a game of poker. No one wanted to show their hand. Right now, the powers that be, they're wearing reflective sunglasses on purpose. Matter of fact, they just have their hand. They're showing you their cards. But they're confident enough to know that even though they're showing you your cards, someone at the table is dumb enough to not even be able to pay attention, to not even be able to remember what cards were in their hand. They're confident enough to show you their hand before they play it. And they don't even necessarily have a winning hand most of the time. But they know that they're dealing with a bunch of sheeple. And those of us who call it out, we are persecuted and we are ridiculed by the sheeple. So even though the mainstream media has been reporting about Mark Zuckerberg's billions and billions of dollars that he's been spending on his underground bunkers in Hawaii, even though they're touring billionaire elite freaking bunkers on the mainstream media, if we talk about it, we must be crazy. If you ever want to know or have a good idea about what's going to happen before it happens, look no further than the money trails that the elites leave behind as they get ready for whatever the next big event is. You could just watch, just pay attention. Look at what stocks are being bought and being sold. Look at what these elites are spending their money on. Right now, it seems like a lot of them are spending their money on rocket ships and bunkers. Before the lockdowns, members of Congress were dumping certain stocks and buying up a lot of other certain stocks that would have kind of gave you an idea that something big was about to happen. But for now, like I said, we're just in this last little FU period as we watch the decay of society. And I'm not saying that this is going to happen overnight, but as we watch society slowly decay, as we watch crazy events unfold every day, the most powerful people are out here with a big middle finger to our faces, letting us know that no matter what happens, they have enough money to try to escape it. But for now, let me know your thoughts about this down in the comments below. If you're feeling generous, if you would like to donate to my fund, because listen, I'm trying to build a bunker too, okay? I'm trying to build a bunker for all of us. So if you would like to donate to the bunker fund, you can do so via Cash App. I'll have my Cash App in the pinned comment. Also, you can donate via Super Thanks or for free. You can help the channel by sharing, liking, subscribing. But with all that being said, I'll talk to you all very soon in the next one.